Alright guys, so today we're going to be talking about Blakebeard the Blackhearted.
Can I be your superhero?
Sorry, Vash, but I think I have a little bit of a crush on this guy. He looks so good.
Oh my god, she just likes him because he looks like Damon from Vampire Diaries. Jesus Christ.
No, I need to bring that into this. My guilty pleasures of vampire shows. Cut. Alright, Vash, what is unique about Blakebeard? Blakebeard? What are his perks or abilities, or what is special about this dude?
Blakebeard is a very interesting character. He is a mythic pirate constructor. So because he's a mythic, he actually comes with a team perk. Honestly, it actually works better with him as a support character rather than a main character, but we're going to show you guys a variety of different builds that are all extremely effective, and utilizing him and utilizing the Blakebeard Stash team perk. Now, the Blakebeard Stash team perk is a really fascinating, really weird ability. The way it works is whenever you eliminate something, it has a 5% chance to uncover one of Blakebeard's stashes, basically finding treasure chests inside the bodies of your enemies. You search these chests, and you actually can find peg legs, coconuts, and cannonball grenades inside the chest. You get all three of them every time you loot a chest. The peg legs are honestly one of the most powerful things in the entire game. It's been a meta-defining ability that we've used to hit the road. You can use this in the dungeons. It's by default, it is essentially a max power level legendary melee weapon. But even as far as melee weapons go, it is more powerful than a regular melee weapon that is of the equivalent level. The catch is when you're using the Blakebeard Stash peg legs in combat, you will break them really fast. They have extremely low durability. Now, the neat interaction is that in the dungeons, there is no durability on melee weapons. So if you get one peg leg in a dungeon, you can then use it or give it to your friends, and it will never break. So you can have basically the most powerful melee weapon in the entire dungeon for the whole dungeon, just by having one person collect them for your team with the Blakebeard Stash. So insanely powerful ability. Now, the coconuts are the same coconuts that you would get when you're using Crossbones Barrett, the pirate outlander. These coconuts, you need to find them. You can either find them using the stash, or you can find them by having Crossbones in your support slot. In this case, we have both of them, so you can get them both from looting the treasure chest, and also from looting just anything on the level. There's a 20% chance that whatever you loot is going to yield coconuts. Now, coconuts are extremely powerful. When you consume them, they will heal you for basically 50% of your entire health bar. They will also give you a 20-second bonus damage, making you do 16% damage bonus to everything, your weapons, your abilities, all of it. Then lastly, we have the cannonball grenades. You throw them, and they will explode and deal huge amounts of AoE damage to a pile of enemies that you smash. And these things have crazy range. They actually bounce until they hit something, so you can chuck them across the ground and basically go bowling with them until it smashes into an enemy and just like rocks that whole crowd. Because his commander ability actually increases the cannonball damage by 40%. Now, this is an incredible ability. Cannonball damage applies to a variety of different things. It applies to the cannonball grenades. It applies to your broadside traps. It applies to any cannonball weapon, such as the Jabberwocky rocket launcher or the Cannonade grenade rocket launcher. This, of course, also applies to the Rosie, because one of the abilities that he gets is that he converts his Rosie. It becomes a cannonball Rosie, which is pretty interesting. Like the Rosie will fire 25 cannonballs. So unlike having like a certain amount of ammunition where you're just like firing really fast, it will instead fire giant cannonballs that honestly can completely annihilate enemies and also annihilate UFOs in the Endurance. So that is something to really also remember too, is that if you ever bring Blakebeard into an endurance, the Cannonball Rosie is super effective against UFOs.
Wow, this guy has a lot of ability. This is a very complicated character. Before we get into the gameplay, how do we get this character?
Okay, well, the reason that we're making this video is because the character is coming out tomorrow. So now all the people who never got him the first time around are going to get an opportunity to pick him up just for gold in the store.
So if someone's watching this a year from now, are they able to get it from the collection book, or do they have to wait, or are we not sure?
Okay, so as soon as this character is no longer available in the store, you will not be able to get him anymore. So far, mythics are not available in the collection book, so you kind of just have to wait for them to come out each year. They come out, you know, related to special events.
Alright, so it's important to go to the event store and pick them up tomorrow. Before we go into our crazy gameplay, I want Vash to just give a quick overview of the hero loadout and how you guys can make one.
Okay, so when we're talking about hero loadouts, we'll go over the Blakebeard loadout himself. Honestly, you're not going to use this one very much. He is better used as a support character than he is as a commander character. But as a commander, he increases your cannonball damage by 40%, and he converts your Rosie into a cannonball machine, which just annihilates everything, but you can only shoot it 25 times. You got to have 3 pirates to activate your Blakebeard stash team perk. Unfortunately, this doesn't have proper synergy with this character. The Swab the Deck is really good because it increases your club damage, which means it increases your peg leg damage, which is super, super great. Going coconuts is really good because it gives you the ability to find coconuts and increases the damage done while under the effects of coconuts. And that has synergy with the fact that you're going to be also getting coconuts from the treasure chest as well. So you'll have more coconuts, or you'll just be able to get coconuts without having to go and loot the level. And then you're going to get the 16% damage bonus as a passive every, for 20 seconds at a time. Really, really good. Unfortunately, the third pirate, there is no third pirate that works with the Blakebeard stash. The reason that this character works so good as a support character is because you can go with Blakebeard, Swab the Deck, and going coconuts as your 3 team perks required to activate the Blakebeard stash. That means you get damage to cannonball damage, which is your cannonball grenade bonus. You get Swab the Deck, which is your peg legs, and you get Golden Coconuts, which is your coconuts. So you have 3 characters to activate 3 special abilities for this thing. Unfortunately, since we're using him as a commander, we got to throw just another pirate in, and the only other pirates are sword damage increasing pistol damage, or pistol damage increasing sword damage, both of which have no benefit to this character at all because you're not going to be using swords or pistols on this loadout. So the third one's kind of a dead perk. After that, we have Survivalist for health regeneration and Bomb Suit for armor. Now, these are completely redundant abilities. Survivalist allows you to keep your health up while you're killing stuff in between uses of coconuts, just making you have a lot of regeneration and very, very hard to kill. Bomb Suit increases your armor, making you, take even more damage, making you even harder to kill. It's nice to utilize these because when you're running around with the peg leg, you're gonna one-shot kill everything. Peg legs are insanely powerful. As you take damage, you don't really want to stop to throw down coconuts very often, or even if it's okay to throw down coconuts, it's nice to not have to switch. Switching between coconuts and back to weapons and that dead time, is actually noticeably irritating.
Alright, let's go play some games and showcase what this guy does in action.
Okay, so basically, here's my idea. So I came over here, and the enemies are going to be coming from this side, and all of them are going to be coming up this path right here, right? So my goal is to utilize my broadside traps as much as possible. Now, broadside traps are strongest when there's a wall facing another wall. So what I'm going to do is create a small corridor here that's going to completely screw them over. So what we're going to do is we're going to slow them all down using our wooden floor spikes. Now you only need to put wooden floor spikes every other square. So we'll put them on the first square where the first traps are, and then we'll put them here to just maintain their nice slow speed. Now what I'm thinking about here is actually going like this. So we're going to actually have 3 sets of broadsides on this side here. So I'll show you what I mean. So see, always broadsides facing broadsides, right? And that way, they're all going to pour in here. They're all going to come after this wall. This is going to be their goal wall. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw down a tar trap to prevent them from charging, right? We don't want the smashers to charge through and take it out. Alright, so what I'm thinking here, Migs, is because all of them are going to come up this way, right? Yep. The whole army is going to come up here. We're just going to funnel them all into just one trap tunnel. They're going to come here, straight in, and just funnel right on in. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a knockback trap right here just to kind of slow them down, because as they come around the corner, this will push them, right? Push them out, and then once they get in here, we'll just tier 3 these walls, and they can deal with another huge set of... Wow, where are you? Oh, there is some Meegs in there, isn't there? Wow. I am the dark. Which one are you using? Oh, the gold daggers. Oh, calm down there, Midas.
I like them.
I'll bet you do. Let's do this, boys. We're gonna go and equip some of this stuff since we've already got it now. So it goes into your inventory. You can see we got cannonballs here. We've got healing here, and we've got peg legs here. So we can basically just one-shot kill anything. Like these things are so strong. Just a couple swings, one volley. Watch how much it does against a smasher.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it just this thing is crazy powerful.
We're melting him.
Oh, it just melts everything. These things are so nuts. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I got another loot. We got another one here. Yeah, we got treasure chests all over the place. My traps are just slamming enemies. So now here's an opportunity. Look at these damage. Watch this. Boom. It just chunks the entire... Whoa. Are you doing that, Migs? Oh, I was saying, where's all these explosions coming from? Alright, so I'm pretty hurt, so... Oh, look at that. Boom. Chunk. Massive health boost. Oh, the Rosie's so good. I was gonna say the Rosie for round 2, but let's put the Rosie over in the corner here. So look at this. This is the pirate cannon, right? So you put yours on the other side, Migs, on the other side, and then anything that comes in here basically just gets slammed in the face. Look at that! Boom! Oh, these things are so nasty. Careful, Migs, careful. You only got 25 shots. Don't aim for babies. Aim for the huskies. Oh, Migs, look how much damage this thing does.
Yeah? Oh my god.
Oh, I almost had him. Wow. Almost had him. Damn.
Those cannonballs are crazy.
Oh, the broadsides are so OP. 40% bonus damage to broadside traps equals... Damn, bro! There are lots and lots of other heroes that you could use, though. You can go with Monster Smash, increasing your life leech with melee attacks by up to 15% based on your damage taken. So if you want to have life leech based on, you get really, really hurt and then you life leech back up, you can get more, regeneration that way. Has good synergy with the peg legs as well. You got to remember that he is a constructor. So you do have other options like constructor options, which, some really, really important ones like increasing your building health or increasing your health regeneration. So you can actually get base and power base in your support slots to amplify the strength of your base. Now this goes on and on. There's all kinds of things you could do, from trap durability to launcher damage if you want to go and set it up so that you have cannonball damage plus launcher damage. If you want to focus more on cannonades and jabberwockies, that's another really good synergy there. So there are a ton of different combinations of abilities that work with this guy. The only ones that you have no choice on is the 3 pirates. You have to have those 3 pirates to activate the Blakebeard stash, and then you have 2 extra perks that you can pretty much load any way you want based on your style of gameplay, which honestly has a huge amount of variance being a constructor and having all of your damage perks taken care of with your 3 pirates. So at that point, it's pretty much you just do whatever you want to do.
So Buccaneer Ramirez is coming out next week, and she has lefty and righty, the lefty and righty ability, which shoots out cannonballs. So would he be a good support slot for that hero coming out next week?
Sure. If we want to talk about what this character would look like as a support character, you know, there are some really, really good examples. Now, so as a support character, this guy increases your cannonball damage by 20%. So you could put him in the new build with the new pirate hero, the lefty and righty, so that it amplifies the damage of your cannonballs there. You could put this guy in a launcher damage character. If you want to go and play with Demolitionist Penny and get 50%, you know, launcher damage, and then increase that by 20%, you can get bonus damage there. You could put this into a constructor build, like your base or power base, because this guy will actually amplify the strength of your broadside traps. So if you want to just use this guy purely just to amplify your broadside trap damage, you can. That's another way to implement this guy. You can use him as one of the 3 pirates for the Blakebeard stash. Like I was saying earlier, you can put him into any form of a Blakebeard stash. We have like Dragon Scorch works really good, and we've actually done a whole bunch of different. There's tons of characters that synergize with the Blakebeard stash team perk. And he's one of the 3 cores that you would use for there. So as a support character, this guy is amazing. Amazing, because who doesn't use broadside traps? Right? They're fantastic. Broadside traps are extremely powerful, and this guy just amps them up even more. So anything cannonball related, this guy gives you a very significant 20% damage bonus as a support character. Super, super great.
Anyway, Vash, do you like this character? Will you use him?
No. Not as a main character. Not as a main. As a main character, they're just so much better, right? I'd way rather use the Happy Holidays minigun destroyer build or the Immortal Gunner. This guy, however, is a super, super fun character to use as a support.
Alright, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!